In a country that is war-torn, broken up, and with little infrastructure left, the survivors have forgotten what the word hope means.
There's only food once a week, but now we're doing it every day for 2 months to get them back in shape again. There's nobody in it for money, nobody makes anything from it. And the basic need is to put food on the table.
The name of our project is Build on Hope, and we came up with that because I asked a lady one day in Africa. I said, what do you think about when you get up in the mornings? And she said, I think about how I'm going to feed my children, how I'm going to provide for them. And I said, and how do you get through each day? And she said, I have hope, and that's what keeps me going. You know, a lot of us look at Africa as a beautiful place to come on safari and to see the beautiful animals. And we don't see what lies behind there with the children. That they can be taught, they can be educated, that they can make a difference in their life and then possibly in the country of Africa. Because the children are the heartbeat of any country. And when you don't have children that are growing and learning and teaching one another, then you don't have anything in the country.
Close to 1 million people have been the victims of landmines in Mozambique. Injured survivors must compete for jobs, while orphans, widows, and the elderly cope with lack of food, water, health care, and in most cases, adequate shelter. In desperation, the people have turned to killing the local wildlife for subsistence, rendering the land devoid of its natural resources.
It's amazing that if you think about Africa and you see abundance of wildlife all around you, there's actually places that have been stripped of all living creatures. You set up something that conserves animals, wildlife, as well as produce food. And something else that no one really thinks about is water.
The elderly and the very young must travel on foot, up to 10 miles to obtain water. Cholera epidemics are a constant threat as thirsty people drink from contaminated rivers. Digging reliable wells is a priority. Our philosophy, besides providing the immediate means of short-term survival, includes a program of education with an eye towards restoring the land and its animals, thereby establishing a basis for future self-sustenance for the people of Mozambique. We are currently involved in the purchase of land for both farming and wildlife conservation, working hand in hand with local government. Success starts with hope. It's carried forward with optimism and hard work. The next generations of Mozambique will know how to nurture their land, provide for their families, have hope of their own with your help.